Hi everyone, it's Crafty Kara here. This is, I don't even know what attempt number this is because I've tried doing my webcam and it tends to get out of sync. So for this video, we're going to try this. This will be a crazy Crafty Kara haul, Stitchy haul. I kind of went a little crazy last week. Kind of a little bit of a retail therapy and early birthday kind of shopping. So let's go. Right now you're looking at my Snow White. So in a way this is a slight WIP update because of some of the things I bought because of this. She still has a little bit to go. However, sorry, excuse me. Forgot to show you this picture here. So this is what she's going to look like when she's finished. So I still have some flowers to do here, throughout here, along here, and the castle up there, and the little back stitch on this. There really isn't much to do, however, I haven't really worked on it at all this last month. I think with all the French knots that I have to do, I just kind of, I don't know, got bored with it and set it aside. But I will finish this before the year is up, so you can see that there's just some left to do up there. But because of the filament that it came with, which, if you can see that here, and the gold blending filament, they're really difficult to stitch with. So when I went out shopping on Thursday, I thought, well, let's see if I can find some options to replace that, because I noticed that in Pinocchio and other kits that I'll be doing soon use the same threads. So I went to my local needlework shop, Always in Stitches in Noblesville. If you live nearby, you should check them out. They're really neat. And they helped me find the blending filament. If I can show you without. I don't know if you can see that there. It's 50 meters of 022 HL. It's a gold. Really nice. I don't know if it will. Oopsie. And it's pretty thin. It's a nice blending one, so it should work out really well. And then they found me this one as well. 032. Nice sparkly. And I should replace both of those. So I should be able to use these instead of these for the future kits, and hopefully I won't be as frustrated when stitching with them. So after I found those, I also found this one on clearance. Oh, sorry. It is 209C. It's called Antique Copper. It's hard to tell, but you can kind of see the copper colors with some gold into, like, I would say the green copper color once it's oxidized. But it's really kind of pretty. I kind of thought of Christmas when I saw it, but however, the copper kind of shows up pink too. So I thought we'd just give it a try. It was on clearance. And then I also bought some Mill Hill beading needles for the memorabilia that I'll be doing in January. 99 cents, so for two I thought that'd be nice. And then, because everybody else is stitching it, I saw this on clearance and I had to have it. The Lizzie Kate, Time for God. So I was just so excited to get that. Now I would love to get the Week Dye Works, however, not anytime soon. I've got many other projects that need to be dealt with first. So that was why I went to Always in Stitches, found some good deals. And then I decided I was going to go to Michael's. Let's see here in a second. Went to Michael's just looking around and ended up finding some other things and put everything back that I was going to get because I found not one, not two, not three, not even four, but 5 wonderful deals on some dye here. So if you can see all those. I have the amethyst purple, candy apple red, passion pink, citrus orange, and lemon twist yellow. What I like about these are the color perfect, and it comes with a three different applicators. So you have the pour, the spray, and the paint. It's kind of got that little wand with like a cotton ball kind of look onto it. After seeing, oh, and I can't remember her name, if I can find it before I post the video, she did a wonderful video about dyeing fabrics and using different methods, and I thought this would work wonderful. The only 2 colors I don't have would be the green and the blue, but these were on clearance. Normally $7.49. I paid $2.49 for each of these, and the blue and the green were not on clearance, so I decided not to pick them up at this time. However, I probably will, because once I have those, I will probably be able to do any color. I like the fact that I can, the spray option and paint, and I thought I could really dye my own fabric, especially, I don't know if you guys remember, that I have this, I would call it a mystery fabric that I picked up at a flea market, and I counted it the other day, and it's a 22 count. But I thought, you know, I thought I could dye parts of it, some of it, all of it, and really put some use to that. So yeah, there's my little haul from Michael's. See if I can quickly get those out of our way. Then I had to stop by the Container Store. And I don't think I've shown these yet, so let me show you the ones I've had before. The Container Store, if you haven't seen or visited, it's a really neat store that has 1,001 ways of options to organize stuff, and oh, I'm in heaven there. Had these little boxes here for, they're called AMAC boxes. They're kind of like jeweled boxes. And they open like that. I've just, what I've done is taped a little label inside there and put my needles in there, so I know what size is what, so I can also stock up on the right size needle and not have to go digging for it. So I bought 3 that first day. So there's my 28s and here's my 24s. And it's kind of my 3 favorite combination of colors right now. When I went back, I thought, oh, I have to get some others. So I got an orange, a yellow, and this nice little teal. And this is going to be my beading needle one. So of course, we're going to have a nice little rainbow option of boxes. Upside down. And I think there's a blue, but it's really dark, and I wanted to be able to still read through the lid. So this is what I have for now. 59 cents a piece. And it was just so easy. And I also bought this there a couple times ago. 99 cents for this little small flip box. This is what I had put some needles in when I was traveling with it. But I really like this. Even though it doesn't snap, the lid fits on pretty snugly. And it's not going to go anywhere. So I have put this in with my box that I am currently using. I'll just take that, throw it in there, and I'm good to go. And then over here, oops, it's kind of where I store them with my light, my mess over here. And I do plan on showing everybody my Stitchy spot, however, with 3 children, things get kind of a mess, so it just hasn't happened yet. So that was the Container Store. After the Container Store, we went to Joann's. And I decided to buy the rest of the collars I needed for my Haid project, which I realize I haven't had that ready. You probably have seen it. However, oh, that's not the one I needed. Not in a hurry. Which is the Furry Animals freebie. I thought this would be good practice start, it's a 3x5 inch one, so it really is very tiny. But considering all the other stitch alongs and the Thomas Kincaids that I need to be working on, I figured I did not need to pick up a large kit. So I finished buying, I think I had like 36 colors left to purchase. And though they're all in here, this is like, I want to say 92 colors. As every single one of them. It's a lot easier and prettier to see it from the bottom. Look at that. All the colors. And that's 92 colors and a little 3x5. Here's the fabric. I was attempting to grid, and I think I'm going to change it a little bit. And this is only part. I mean, so if this is half, it's really not that big. 92 colors in this much space. So, but again, I'm excited to give that a try. It starts in December. Probably won't get to work on it much. I'll start it and then have to put it aside until the new year because I work retail. So, but yeah, there's kind of everything together. This kit will definitely not be traveling. This will have to stay home, be stitched. There's just too many colors. I mean, I could put these on bobbins, but I think so far I like the bag system where I can just get into it, snip off a piece, and put it right back in the bag and not have to worry about holding it anywhere else. So that was Joann's. I also bought from Dritz a very fine point Mark Beacon because I thought if I didn't like the gridding, then this would forgive my ums. I just realized I'm saying it a lot. However, I thought this would be a good option if I didn't like the gridding. This is a very, very fine point. I found this over in the regular sewing stuff, which I did have some of this over with the cross stitch, but this is a very fine point. Then, this is where I go a little crazy. Because I had a coupon, so I saved 20% off on all those threads and this. But then, I got distracted by the magazines, and I don't do this. However, I saw this kit, the Enjoy Cross Stitch, not kit, but magazine, and it came with all of this. This is inside. I mean, this is awesome. And you get these threads, which they're not DMC, but there's quite a few colors, and you get all this stuff to make all these projects that you can see here. And you get the magazine. And you get a wonderful chart. And look at the bag that it came in. It's one of those little project bags. And you can see right here. So I will definitely be using this for something. So let me pull this out. And I'll just try to show you a little bit. Because this is the first time buying current magazines. And trying to understand what I like or don't like. So, I mean, this is kind of a learning thing for me anyways. Because you can't really buy this and look at it, or not look at it before you purchase it. So here's the magazine. Cute. And there's even nice little stitching diagrams in the back. And here's the kit. There's ribbon, there's cards, and there's even a couple more cards back here. You have your Ada, all your floss, and some ornaments. And this nice little, this is on that side. However, when you open it up, there's a chart for this. And what I like about this magazine, it tells you the time that it takes to stitch it. So I really appreciate that. And that wasn't the only magazine that I bought. I also bought this one, The World of Cross Stitch. And why? Because it came with a calendar and a chart. So, came with this little tiny chart of a robin. Of course, came with this, and I'm really starting to think that, where'd it go? That I'm liking this company. Because they made this and the Enjoy Cross Stitch as I was flipping through. Some really neat things in there. Oh, and then look, these you can put on little wine glasses. However, I thought you could make little earrings out of those little plastic canvas. So that's just a thought I'm going to be doing. And then it came with this calendar. That bunny, was it Bee Bunny? So cute. I love bunnies. So on the calendar, I'll show you finished works, and then there'll be like 2 months, and then the very back, you'll be able to see the patterns in order to stitch all of those. So, like I said, adorable. How to get it. I said, this is where you can tell it's becoming a problem already, because that was a good chunk of money just on magazines, and I couldn't save any extra on it because they were magazines. However, after Joann's, we came home for the day, and then, oh, I know, when I was at Michael's, I saw the stand that I think Whimsy Daisical had purchased, and I took a picture of it to show my family. And then my husband told me that night that I can go buy it because I had a coupon for 50% off. So, this is the one I bought. I'm not sure if this is the one that she has. Loops and Threads. It was the one that was originally $39.99. And here's what sold it for me. Is this one, which was cheaper than the other one, which was $49.99. This one swivels. I don't know if you can see that little block up there, which I'll show you on mine. It allows it to swivel all the way around. Very, very simple. You know, nothing fancy. I mean, I wouldn't have paid $40 for this. At $20, I think it's worth it. And I'll see if I can quickly show you without making a huge racket. Working kind of in my little corner over here. Ta-da! So there's a stand. The knobs are all on the other side here. And there's the piece that swivels. And of course, I'm currently stitching my husband's little Star Trek on it. And this is going to be Uhura. So, working on her. But for $20, I like this because I can turn that around. I can tighten this. It's already starting to get a little loose. But it's got the nice little grooves. So you can hold scrolls, Q-snaps, all kinds of other hoops. So, oops, sorry. I got that, and I also like that because I can really, if I loosen up all the screws, I can let it kind of fold down and stuck it underneath the table. So because he let me go out and get that the next day, I did go to Michael's to go get that, and I also stopped by Joann's in a different town, and I decided to go ahead and purchase the rest of the threads I needed for Rose. Sorry. So here she is. And I had a few colors of what I've been buying, and so I bought the rest. Ta-da! And I also bought some invisible thread for the beading, because I think I had the box somewhere. Yes. Here's my kitting box. These are little Sterilite flip containers, flip top. And this is the one that's supposed to hold CDs. But I like this. I can throw my beads and my acrylic. And there's the floss that I already had. And then that will go in there. Just haven't bagged them yet. And that's going in there. And eventually the chart will fit in there once I start that. So I bought the rest of those. They were on sale because I was a goofball and totally jumped the gun knowing that they probably would have had a sale this weekend on something, because it was Veterans Weekend. Well, Veterans Day was Monday. That the floss went on sale on Friday for 33 cents. So yeah, I bought 33 skeins on Thursday that I could have saved more on, and probably would have saved another 7 cents per skein. So you do the math times 36 skeins. But whatever, what's done is done. And then I also bought another magazine. It was purchased this way, so you can see the cross stitcher. And it looks like we get this one a couple months behind because this one's from October. And sometimes, magazines come out a month in advance, so. And I didn't pay attention to the day when I got it. However, this one's a nice issue. Sorry for all the rustling. Okay. Nice little freebie kit where you can make, it has the materials to make 2 of these. And I thought those are just really cute. And then there's that. And they flip over and get that. And again, bunnies, cute. So, another weakness there. After that, I did go to Hobby Lobby. I'm trying to remember everything. And I just went there just looking, and I found these on clearance. Sorry. I think they're for jewelry and things like that. But this little plastic piece, and I thought, I could still make a needle minder out of that. And it says, I love nerds, and be weird. I mean, that's totally my motto. And here's Evil Genius, which I know you can't see real well, and then Smart Girls Rock. But look how easy that would be to make a needle minder out of. And look, $1.20 for that. I did pay $2.50 for those. This one I thought was funny. I don't know if you can see with all the lights. I never finish anything. 90 cents. I thought I can clip that off here and make that a needle minder. I also have a few others which I don't remember where I placed, but I bought those a couple days ago. And but yeah, I thought they'd be really simple needle minders, and I also bought magnets. This is the 12 pack for $5.99, which I used my 40% off coupon for. But I also buy some of the slightly larger ones, which is currently, I use these on my kit, or not my kit, currently on Star Trek. Even though I don't have anything on it, I just use those. And I even have one here. I use it on the back of my husband's magnet. I was kind of stitching with that so everybody can see. Okay, so let's see how else we can get this finished up. That was Hobby Lobby. And then, oh, I went to the mall that was nearby. And again, I bought another magazine. This one I was slightly disappointed with because it looks like the store carried this from July. And it's got really cute things in it, so I'm not terribly upset, but I'm frustrated they didn't have a later edition. But it came with this little freebie kit. Monty the Bear, the card and everything is inside, the threads. It's just so adorable. So, I really like the dresses, and I thought that these would be good options to kind of take a break from the bigger projects. Because I usually am a one WIP kind of person. However, with all these stitch-alongs that are coming up, and they're not all large, but they're going to be time-consuming, I thought this might be, okay, I need a break, and that will take me maybe a few days to stitch something like this. So, I thought that would be nice to have. And then, this is funny, I went to a local grocery store that carries cross-stitch magazines, and this one, I was hoping they still had because I saw this pattern on this pillow, and I really loved it. And so I went and bought it. And this is 2 for gifts, right? But the gifts are supposed to be the bobbins and the thread. But I got 2 of those packages when I bought this magazine. All sealed. So I pulled out the package and I was like, oh. But, you know, what are you going to do? So I haven't opened this one, but these are just so cute. I don't have dogs, but like I said, stinking adorable. Okay, and it came with all those colors. Oops, you can see it in there. All nice bright summer colors. Because this one was from September. This was a September issue. There, but I really love that pattern, which I'll probably never get to. But I like the fact that it's kind of reverse. It's like a tapestry kind of pattern. But those colors that it came with, you can stitch these little projects with, and I thought these little finger puppets were cute. So that's why I bought that one. So that's kind of my crazy Crafty Carrot Stitchy haul. Oh my, I just went a little nuts. But yeah, I'm going to have to punish myself and not be shopping for a very, very long time. But I'll also be busy for a very long time. I mean, I have Snow White to finish. And then next, if I can get to it, sorry. Next will be Pinocchio as soon as I get her finished. But see, I've already I can't tell in there, but the blending filament's already inside there because I did open it to make sure. So And again, it's going to be another big project. However, I do want to start this hopefully toward the beginning of the year. I also have Rose and the Haid project to stitch, and then I would love to be able to purchase the twisted band sampler, and I have downloaded all the available Save the Stitches online, because as I see so many people doing it, I'm like, why not? So I've downloaded that, and I'm thinking about what colors that I would want to do that when I decide to start it, because I like how some people are changing up the colors. I love it in the black, and it's gorgeous. However, I'm a purple kind of gal. So I was trying to see what I can do with some purples, or what other colors I can toss in there. And I forget who I just saw the other day who's doing it on black. I can't remember her name. I can see her face now. But she's doing it on black fabric with like teal and silver, and that looks like it's going to be so pretty. So that's just my plans. So thank you for putting up with my last video if you watched it, because I realized it was all out of sync. And it looks like I'll have to stop using my webcam to do things. So I do, like I said, I promise to eventually do a stitchy spot, but my table's already a mess, and this is clean compared to the rest of my house that you can see from here. I have 3 children, and it sometimes takes a little time keeping up with them. But again, with Thanksgiving coming up, there's going to be some detailed cleaning of a lot of stuff. So hopefully I can get that done, and then maybe shoot a small video right before Thanksgiving, as I threaten them not to make bigger messes. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the little like button, thumbs up, and subscribe if you like to see more. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe, go ahead. If you have ideas for future videos, let me know. This will probably be one of my last before the new year, because as I work retail, I am quite busy. I train. If you've watched my other video, I train people for the holiday season, and it gets quite hectic and a little overwhelming, especially when you have to start buying for everybody. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a really, really great stitchy day. It's awfully cold out here today here in central Indiana, and not looking forward to winter, but maybe it'll give me some good stitching time. Have a good day. See you guys later.